Open eyes. It's not using that. Is it? Let's see.
Toner. Boom. Boom. Alright. Think I'm good now. Should I use Pro Football? Should I use this one? Which one would be easier for me? Let's see if I use it more. Alright, cool. I'm gonna use this one. Can you hear me? Let me see. That's weird. Let me fix my shit. Ah, shit. Let me just toss some shit in the background real quick. Let's toss some fucking. Fuck it, I'll just toss a little bit of this in the background. Keep that shit on low. Alright. Yeah, what the fuck? Thought I already clicked this. Alright. It might be, hold on, let me see. Put my browser audio down a little bit. My shit might just be low. I don't know. Let me see if I can change it. My input. Yeah, I think my shit low. Hold on. I'm good? Alright, bet. Alright. Finna get right to it. The Jags. You already know who they picking. I don't even gotta mock that up. The Jets. They traded Darnold. So you already know they picking quarterback. I don't see any reason for them to go anywhere different but Zach Wilson here. You know, he's a playmaker, he's dynamic. Not saying, Trey Lance and Justin Fields not dynamic and playmakers too with their legs, but I think Zach Wilson could really just be like a different talent. He got like sky high potential. He just, as a rookie, he gonna have some big responsibilities in New York. They got some receivers now. They got Corey Davis there. So I think they'll be alright. But there goes Zach Wilson there. Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. Cause the 49ers, all I've been seeing is a whole bunch of fucking Mac Jones. Mac Jones this, Mac Jones that. Like, if they really make that pick, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what's wrong with them, bro. Maybe they see something that I don't see. But I personally, I don't trust Alabama quarterbacks. I didn't like Tua last year. You know, Mac Jones, his teammates said that they preferred him, over Tua last year, like Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. Like they said, they preferred Mac Jones over Tua, but I don't know. I don't see him being worth the number three pick, especially when you have somebody the potential of Trey Lance. I'm not too high on Justin Fields, but I think I think if I'm the 49ers, I take that risk and I go Trey Lance. That's just me though. But they might end up going Mac Jones. I've been hearing a lot of that. I don't like I said, I don't know why. That's not that's not my pick. But hey, let me see. Oh, yeah, you saw some stuff pulled up right here. See, like even they say like he's a low tier starting quarterback. I don't see much of a upgrade from him. Um, and Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't see too much of an upgrade there. If I'm the 49ers, I take a chance while Jimmy's still there. I know he's injury prone, but like I don't know. I just don't see it. But for the Falcons, it says they need a tight end, but you know, ah, it's hard because I really do see them getting Kyle Pitts, but it's like damn, like you know, do you wait it off for you know Matt Ryan to start declining? Because I still think Matt Ryan, he's playing at a high level. He's probably one of the most underrated quarterbacks of this generation. Matt Ryan is super underrated. Like, so I don't know. Maybe they take Kyle Pitts here and they roll the dice next year. Maybe they hope that half of these teams get their quarterback situations all filled out so that they can get a decent quarterback next year. But I mean honestly, you can't really pass up on Kyle Pitts here. He's just a matchup nightmare. Don't matter if he's matched up against linebackers. Don't matter if he's matched up against corners. If he's matched up against fucking dime safeties. Like I just don't see anybody being able to keep up with him. So they can really add another playmaker next to Julio and Calvin Ridley. Then I'm gonna get Kyle Pitts for them. Let's see what they gotta say about him. Yeah, 6'6". He runs like a fucking what is he running 4.4 some shit like that. Some crazy shit. This is another interesting pick because the smart choice here would be Sewell. That's the smart choice. But if Joe Burrow feels like he wants to run it back, and he wants to win some shit like he did at LSU, he's gonna get his boy here. He's gonna get Jamar Chase. But I really think that coming off an injury, like Burrow did, you know, he don't. I don't think he really wants to get hit too much soon. So as much as Jamar Chase would be his like, I'm not gonna say like his fucking wet dream, but like his fucking the sexy pick. I think he really needs Sewell to protect him, especially coming off of what he have fucking broken legs, some shit like that. Like I think that has to be the pick here. Dolphins. I think this is the obvious pick. If they don't take Jamar Chase, I think the Dolphins had to. He's too much of a demon. I don't want to see Jamar Chase there. You know, because I don't like Tua. I'm not a fan of Tua. I don't think he'll be able to get him the ball like that. But you know, Jamar Chase, he's a playmaker. You can't pass up on him. You know, even if Tua isn't the quarterback for you, you still get you a generational wide receiver, kind of like Julio or you know anybody of that caliber, like DK. You know, get you a crazy nice receiver that can do multiple things for you. The Lions here. If it's me, if it's me and I'm the Lions, honestly, I trade this pick. But since I'm not doing trades in this mock draft. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow with trades, but I'm not doing trades in this mock draft. I don't really see them staying at number 7 to pick the guy that they want. I really do see them trading back to maybe get a Micah Parsons or you know the one of these two corners right here. But I don't know. It all depends on how far they trade back. If they do trade back, I see them trading back to maybe here with the Giants and maybe here with the Chargers, depending on if Sewell's still there. Because I feel like if the Bengals don't take Sewell, the Dolphins aren't going to take him. They're still going to take Jamar Chase. So I feel like if Sewell's still there, the Chargers probably going to move up to number 7 and take Sewell just to get that tackle. But if they're staying here, this is going to be an interesting pick. But they probably go Jalen Waddle here. They'll probably go Jalen Waddle. Either him or Rashawn Slater. But for this, I'll go with Jalen Waddle here. Like I said, I don't see them staying at that spot by any means. I don't see them staying there. So the Panthers, obvious pick here. Gotta protect Darnold. They need a tackle. If I was them though, I would probably go corner. They lost some pieces, at that corner spot this offseason. But tackles are just too important to pass up on. You always got to protect your quarterback. Now here with the Broncos, this is where it gets interesting because, do you write it out with Drew Lock, or do you play needs here? Do you go and get you a corner? Do you go get Micah Parsons? But I don't think they pass up on Justin Fields here. He falls right to them. I think Elway, is he still even I don't even know if he's still in charge of that. But I think Justin Fields ends up on the Broncos. I just think he fits well there. He'll fit way better with them than Drew Lock. I think Justin Fields and Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton, I think that's a decent little, trio. All right, Cowboys. This obvious they're going corner here. It's just preference. I think they go J.C. Horn though. Certain, I don't think he fixed their scheme too well. So that was just me just picking JC just because he's a physical, type corner. He could play zone. He could play some man too, but I don't know. I think they want to play physical football. And I think JC Horn's probably that pick there. Now here with the Giants, I think that they gonna try to give Daniel Jones as many weapons as possible. So I don't think they pass up on the Heisman winner here. They signed. Who did they sign? They signed a lot of the what's it called? They signed a lot of they signed Galladay. They signed Kyle Rudolph. I think that they just Saquon's back next year. I think they just stack it up. They give Daniel Jones his weapons that he didn't have. And they see what he can do with him. If he don't do shit with him this year, because he had a shitty year last year. I don't know if y'all seen what Daniel Jones did last year. But he had a shitty year. I'm just gonna show you what he did last year. If he don't do anything this year, bro, he threw for 11 TDs and 10 interceptions last year. That's probably the most terrible years I ever seen for a quarterback. That's pretty shitty. Like, I don't know how you got away with that. But hey, now he has weapons. Saquon's gonna be back next year. If they don't make it work, then you blame Daniel Jones and you get him the fuck up out of there. You get you another quarterback. All right, so the Eagles, the Eagles would have been mad as hell, mad as fuck with that pick because I know they wanted either Waddle or Devontae Smith. They mad as fuck with that pick, but I think that if they don't get these two, like I said, no trades, no trades. If they don't get Waddle or Devontae Smith, I think they move back. I think they move back, but I think they end up with Patrick here. I think they end up with Patrick here at corner. Darius Slay, Darius Slay last year was going up against like too many fucking receivers. He couldn't handle that job on his own. He needs some fucking help. He needed some fucking help. Like, a lot of people were slandering Darius Slay, but if you saw who the fuck he was matched up against for the majority of the year, like, I don't know how many corners could really hang with that. So I think they go Patrick here. Now the Chargers, they need a tackle. Obvious pick, the best tackle on the board. You just gotta go with him. You gotta go with him. Now you got the Vikings. Uh Interesting. This is an interesting pick for the Vikings because you could reach and get Quiddy Pay, or you can get Jalen Phillips. But if I'm them, you probably end up going Jalen Phillips. You probably just gonna have to. Like, I don't know. Like I said, there's a few trades here. I think the Vikings will probably trade. I think the Chargers could trade up if Sewell's still there. And I think that the Eagles could probably trade up. But for this one, I think that the Vikings take Jalen Phillips. Now I know what y'all probably gonna say here for the Patriots. It's like, damn, Mac Jones fell right into their lap, which he did. But realistically, if Belichick didn't take a fucking quarterback last year, do you really think he's gonna take one this year? I don't think so. I don't think he sees something too special with Mac Jones. I think he rides it out with Cam one more year. But he's defensive minded. We all know Bill Belichick's defensive minded, so he has to go with the best, linebacker in the draft, and that's Micah Parsons. Um, I think that the Cardinals, another obvious pick here, is Caleb Farley. That's just the perfect fit to replace Patrick Peterson. I don't see them going anywhere else but corner in this first round. They're gonna end up with a corner. I don't see the Cardinals picking anything besides the corner, because that's their biggest need, and this pretty cornerback heavy. They can get a great one. All right, so interesting pick for the Raiders. Very interesting because they could. They have a lot of options. They really do. They have a lot of options. They can go Christian Barmore. They can go Tevin Jenkins. But like I said, you always protect your quarterback. Always, 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 always protect your quarterback. So I go Tevin Jenkins here. So now you got the Dolphins back up. They already took care of one of their needs. They already took care of one of their needs at wide receiver. They got Jamar Chase. I don't think they go offense again. I think with this pick, they either go Kwity Paye or they go Najee Harris. But you know, I really feel like they go Najee Harris here just because Tua. I feel like every young quarterback needs a running back like Najee Harris. He'll block for you. He's physical. He's big. He could catch out the backfield. He could be a workhorse. Like I think they take Najee Harris, not even just because he's from Alabama. Um, but mm, the edge rush is really needed there, and Kwity Paye, you really can't pass up on him like that. You really can't. That's difficult to pass up on. Let's see. Mm, that's a difficult pick. It really is. Cause I'm a big fan of Kwity Paye. I think he's gonna be super nice in the league. But ooh, I don't think they take a running back here. As much as it sounds nice, um, I think they try to lean on Miles Gaskin a little bit this year. They'll see how that goes again. They'll see, if he can keep it up. But yeah, I think they take Kwity Paye. All right, for the ooh, man, now just me thinking about the Washington football team. I don't know what they need. It says what they need, but ugh, I really don't know. This is a difficult pick because they do have Ryan Fitzpatrick. They just got him. I think he still has a lot of good football left in front of him. So I don't really necessarily think they go Mac Jones here. They could, but if you sign somebody like Fitzpatrick, he kind of, I think he did more work to get the Dolphins to the playoffs last year than Tua did. So I think that they'll let Fitz Magic rock for a year, especially because I don't think he'll go somewhere. I don't think he would have signed somewhere if he wasn't gonna start. I feel like he was disappointed at him being benched last year for Tua. So I think Fitzmagic is probably the starter there, unless he gets his job away, by playing bad. But I don't know. But I'll go linebacker here. I'll go Jeremiah Uwasu. You probably wondering why I didn't take Zaven Collins, but I don't know. I think they take the safer pick. He has a lot of potential, but I think they take the safer pick. Now the Bears, you see it, quarterback need. I don't think they I don't think they pass over Mac Jones. To be honest, if he's there, it's just the obvious pick. They have Nick Foles still. They just got Trubisky left. He went to the Bills. I think they take Mac Jones because the worst case scenario is Nick Foles, if he doesn't play good, Mac Jones can come in and we can see how he plays. I don't think that Bears fans will really like Mac Jones. I don't think they will, but he can steal their heart. I mean, you still got, Andy Dalton there too. They just signed Andy Dalton in the offseason. So, they have options there. If one doesn't work out, I'm sure the other one will. So I think it's just the obvious pick to get Mac Jones there. They have 3 decent quarterbacks in that room now. One of them has to work. I'm sure they hope that is Mac Jones since he's the youngest. The Colts. That's interesting for the Colts because it's like I think Elijah Vera Tucker could play tackle. I think he could, but you don't want to move him. I don't know. Interesting pick. They do need a wide receiver. They could go Rashad Bateman. They very well could go Rashad Bateman. Which it could be the most reasonable pick because you know they did bring Ty back. They have what's his name? Fucking Michael Pittman. But I don't know. I think if I'm them, I'll probably go Christian Barmore. All right, yeah, the Titans. I don't fuck with the Titans. Hate the Titans. But obvious need here. They just lost. Fuck, what's his name? They just lost majority of their fucking corners. Hold on. They just lost them in the offseason. I fucking forgot who they lost. Oh man. Damn. They lost one of them to the fucking Giants. They released literally like, let's see. Hopefully this shows me who they lost. All right. Yeah, they lost Kevin Johnson. They lost Adoree Jackson to the Giants. Let me just filter it. Yeah, they lost Malcolm Butler. They got Janoris Jenkins. Oh, they got Kevin Johnson. Okay. They lost Desmond King. So yeah, they need a corner bad. Like they need one bad, bro. So I just think that's the obvious pick. Is where's he at? Yeah, Greg Newsome. Obvious pick here. I think to top off for offense for the Jets, what better young duo you could have than Najee Harris and Zach Wilson. I think that's you just changed the whole Jets franchise with those two picks in the first round. I think that would be really good for them. That offense probably be a lot more exciting, and their new coach, he takes care of the rest on defense because he was a defensive coordinator. I just think that offense kind of they'll stack up on talent to take care of itself. All right, the Steelers' obvious pick for me is Elijah Vera Tucker. I just think that's the obvious pick. They probably really wanted Najee Harris to fall to them, but yeah, I just don't see the Jets passing up on. I don't know. Tyler Johnson was good last year for the Jets, but Najee Harris is a major upgrade. So I just think that the Steelers take Elijah Vera Tucker. All right, the Jags again back up. It took Trevor Lawrence. I think they trade this pick, but if not, they get some protection for Trevor Lawrence. They get Alex Leatherwood. That's a solid pick for them because I think he's nasty. he, he's nasty, bro. He got a mean streak. The Browns. I think they go with Z's. I'm not too familiar with Joe. Okay, he's an outside linebacker. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with him. But I think they go Z's. Boom. We're up. I know my team best. But I think if Rashad Bateman's here, we can't pass up right now. There's a lot of edge rushers in this. Well, actually, no, there's really not a lot of edge rushers in this draft. But I think we find one later on, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Gregory Rousseau. But yeah. I think that we take Rashad Bateman here. We just signed Sammy Watkins in the offseason. But yeah, we still need receiver help badly. So Rashad Bateman. That's the obvious pick there. The Saints. Their cap situation is fucked. Even still with Drew Brees, retiring, they still don't have a lot of cap space. That's why they haven't signed anybody this offseason. They could go Elijah Moore, but I really see them getting where's he at? I really see them getting Terrace Marshall. Cause when Michael Thomas went down last year, their receivers were shit. They were terrible. They have nobody to throw the fucking ball to. So I think they take a receiver here, and I think they take Terrace Marshall Jr. He stays home. He goes, from LSU to down the street to fucking, you know, what's the fucking stadium? I almost said fucking Mercedes Benz, but that's where the fucking Falcons play. The Superdome. There we go. I don't know how the fuck I spaced that out, but alright. Then we got the Packers. I don't see them taking a receiver here. Interesting. I think that they take. I think they take him. You know, not too familiar with him either. I just know he's kind of a raw prospect. It says Belichick is high on him. I think that's what that said. Yeah. But yeah, I think they take him. We got him next. The Bills. The Bills take Joe Tyron or Tryon. Like I said, not familiar with him either. Yeah, seemed like the most reasonable pick. Edge rusher here. I think that we take a risk. I think we take a risk here. I think we reach, but he has a lot of upside. I think we take him. And then, I think the Bucks. AB's probably not gonna come back, so I think that they bring in another Florida boy. He stays home. You know what I'm saying? I think they take him. So yeah. This is what I think is going to look like, barring any trades. But like I said, I feel like there's going to be a decent amount of trades in the first round. Expect the trade. Expect the trade here. Definitely number 7. You can expect the trade both 7 and 8. I think you can expect the trade here. I think the Panthers most likely, if Trey Lance is still here and Justin Fields, I think the Panthers could move down to somewhere like here where the Bears are. The Bears move up and they try to grab Trey Lance or Justin Fields. And then I think Denver stays with their pick. They can get a solid player no matter, who it is. I don't think they should move. The Cowboys won't move. The Giants won't move. Philly, I can see them moving and probably get a wide receiver unless Waddle falls to them. But I don't think they'll be mad either. We'll get in a corner like Horn or Patrick here. So they could move up depending on how badly they value receivers. Who else? The Chargers could move up if they really want Sewell. The Patriots, I don't see them moving up for anybody unless they really like one of those quarterbacks. Same thing with the Bears. I don't see them moving up. Cardinals, they're chilling there. I think this is probably the most locked pick there is. Like Caleb Farley to the Cardinals. I think that's the most locked pick there is besides the obvious Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson. I think that's pretty much a lock for them. What else is probably a lock? I think this is probably a lock too, depending on how they feel. Like depending on how Detroit feels and how the Dolphins feel. Mac Jones, he'll probably go a lot higher than that. Like I said, he could end up a 49er. It don't make sense to me. That's a nasty ass pick, but hey, that's not my franchise, and fuck it. Maybe I'll go watch some Mac Jones highlights right now after this mock draft. But I don't know. I never saw too much out of him. Um, the Titans could move up. The Colts probably stay. They'll probably stay. Uh, Jags. Yeah, I see this bottom from like here all the way down. I see they're probably gonna be just team staying unless you see somebody really like. But yeah, um, let's see, man. Maybe, maybe it's something I'm missing. Maybe I'm not, but that is a elite ass stat line. But like I said, I don't trust Alabama quarterbacks. I'm not saying that just because I'm an LSU fan. I just don't. I don't trust them. Mm. Okay. Here's the thing though with Mac Jones, right? Who are you throwing passes like that to on the 49ers? You get what I'm saying? Like yeah, you have Debo, you know, but you're not really throwing too many 50-50 jump balls like that. If you go to the 49ers, I think he had a deadly ass receiving core. Mm, that's a great pass. Couldn't put it nowhere else. In stride, that was a great pass. I give him that. Okay. yeah, he ugly for that, bro. See, it's just interesting. Like, it's interesting to see if you know these high like major college quarterbacks, like them SEC quarterbacks that get all these crazy athletic receivers and shit like that, if they could translate that shit over, cause he really has some demons, that wide receiver. All right, so all I see right now is that he got some nice touch on his deep ball. I ain't gonna lie. I know he's not mobile, I feel like that's kind of what the NFL is like shifting towards, mobile quarterbacks. But I don't know why they showing me. I know like they showing me all his touchdowns and shit, but they don't gotta show these little drop off passes. I could do these shits. 50-50 ball again. I'm not gonna say that's 50-50 because see that's a great pass. I give him that. And it's like what I'm noticing most about Mac Jones, he's not he's not like he's not put under pressure. He's not having to step up high in the pocket. He has a clean pocket in majority of these throws. You're not having that shit in the NFL. I'm sorry, but you're not having a clean pocket like this in the NFL. Just look at his pocket. Okay, he gets hit a little there, but bro, he has some fucking demons on his team, bro. It's ridiculous. It's not like he has pressure in his face. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not like he has to adjust. It's not like he has to brace for a hit. You see, like, look, I think that was the thing that impressed me most about Joe Burrow is that like he was just always on the move. He had pressure in his face. He was just making these ridiculous throws that you'll sometimes have to make at the next level. It's just like, look, bro. Like, I'm not hating on like Mac Jones, but it's just like, bro, like he could literally just like you get what I'm saying? Like he has no worries, none, not a single worry. He's fucking nut for that pass, bro. He's a nut. Let's see if he gets a little pressure here. He gets rid of it quick though. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I give credit to the receivers. They're just always open. Like, bro. All right, let's see. Eh. I'm so interested to see what Devontae Smith does in the NFL, cause like that whole skinny narrative shit. I'm so interested to see. Let's see some Justin Fields. Like I said, I'm not really high on Justin Fields either like that, but I like Zach Wilson. Of course, I like Trevor Lawrence. I like Trey Lance. He has a lot of work to do, but I think if he gets in the right system and gets the right coaching, that they could clean him up and turn him into something special too. I don't want to see Justin Fields Georgia highlights. I want to see his Ohio State highlights. Because if Jake Fromm made it at Georgia, like, I don't know. hmm This thing reminds me of fucking Russell Wilson. He really reminds me of Russell Wilson. He's like a he's like a mix of like fucking Russell Wilson and Cam Newton. Just like, I don't know. It's weird. Boy, that's a oh Lord. Yo, that's a tough ass catch. Fully extended. He brings his foot back. Oh my goodness. That's a great pass. He put it where only his receiver could get that. Read the blitz. Okay. Mm. See, I don't know. It's just maybe just me, but I just like seeing quarterbacks how they are under pressure. I know this nigga used to get beat the fuck up in college, bro. They used to try to hurt Zach Wilson. I watched quite a bit of his games uh, this year. Yeah, I know he's like a lower major D1 school, but see, like he had pressure in his face. That's a 50-50 ball, but nigga had fucking Colt Cruz on his team. The nigga from fucking Madden. See, like, I don't know. I think he could really be a demon in the NFL. I don't want to see him run like that in the NFL because he don't get his little ass lit up, but still. It just depends on how he's used. He is so slick with that fucking pass, bro. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think you really have to have fucking swag to play quarterback, bro. You can't just be boring. Like, you can't just have no swag and playing quarterback. I don't think you gonna last in the NFL. Like I was telling y'all know fucking Kevin in the group chat, he's a Jets fan. I was telling him, I was like, this nigga Darnold don't got no fucking swag, bro. Like that nigga just plays football. Like I just don't think if you don't got no fucking swag, you not gonna make it as a quarterback in the NFL. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know. That's just something I noticed.
Oh my goodness. You want to talk about arm strength? He comes all the way back to the other side of the field.
Yeah, bro.
Childress with
See,
back
shit like that.
I'm in good shape. He can't throw that ball this far. Wilson will throw. The arm strength lays it right in there. Powell with the touchdown catch. 35 yards and with a
But yeah, man. I think tomorrow I'll probably do a mock draft with trades, just so it's more realistic, because I do see a lot of trades happening. But yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in.